Well, it's official. Vince Gill has joined the Eagles. I'm John Beaudin from rockhistorymusic.com. Now, there's a headline for you, huh? Just 2 weeks ago, we reported that Deacon Frey would replace his dad for the East-West Coast shows that are happening this summer. And now the Eagles are tipping their hat to their country past with a guy who is a country superstar, Vince Gill. So is this a good idea? First of all, let me just say that people who hate country music still like Vince Gill. He's also one of the most gifted guitarists on this planet. The guy can play like nobody's business. He's the most awarded male artist in country music. He's got 21 Grammys, 40 country hits, and he's sold multiple millions, of course, all over the world. Now that's Vince Gill. That's not necessarily Vince Gill in the Eagles. He's also known as one of the nicest guys in the industry, but he's a classy musician. And as I mentioned earlier, it's kind of nice to tip your hat to where they came from. As a matter of fact, Vince Gill was part of the candidate auditors in December, and he was helping that out. And that's where the idea came to fruition. That Henley says, we thought, well, maybe this would be a good idea. Not everyone's going to agree with this, and I can see some people going, well, what the heck? Maybe I like their electric side more. But Vince Gill can also rock. He says, in my mind, I'd always thought I'd be a good Eagle, but in a million years, I never would have seen this coming. It's pretty surreal. I turned 60 recently, and to get to be a part of this amazing legacy of songs, that's the greatest part of it for me. So for the East-West Coast shows, it'll be Don Henley, Joe Walsh, Timothy B. Schmidt, Vince Gill, and 24-year-old Deacon Frey. Is this a good idea? Well, Cindy Frey, who is Deacon's mom, was backstage when the LA Times did this whole story on talking to the Eagles, and she said, she was beaming seeing her son Deacon do his first full-length interview. And would Glenn Frey approve of this? Well, it is his son. When Don Henley was talking about this whole passing the torch philosophy, I would think, and you can't speak for the dead, but I would be hard-pressed to think that Glenn Frey would not approve of this. Some of the fans may disapprove, but I don't think Glenn Frey would. And even Deacon says learning to play guitar as a young kid, two of the first songs he ever played was Take It Easy and Peaceful Easy Feeling. And he looks at the other Eagles as being uncles. And as I said in the last video, there'll always be people who will ask you, you saw the Eagles, huh? Is that with Glenn Frey or without Glenn Frey? And they'll always get those people who, and rightly so, they have a right to think that. Without John Lennon, would it be the Beatles? I don't think so. I don't consider it that way. But there are bands where I look at exceptions. When the Doobie Brothers completely changed with Michael McDonald, I still like them. I still like the music. I didn't do that, well, that's not the Doobie Brothers. It was just a different Doobie Brothers. This is a celebration of the Eagles' music with a lot of the Eagles, and I'm one guy who thinks this is the Eagles. I've never seen the Eagles live. I would go see them. I've never had a chance to see them. I've seen Henley twice and enjoyed it, and have heard those songs being played live by him, but I would go to see these shows. Henley did mention that they're thinking about, they haven't made decisions yet on whether the show would be taped. It's going to be taped. I think it's history in the making here. I'm sure they'll tape it, and they also said they haven't made up their minds on whether there'll be more shows, and we all know there's going to be more shows. I hope Vince Gill stays in the band. I love his voice. I think this is a good idea. I know some people are watching me right now going, hey, damn you bastard! Well, I think it's a good idea. But everyone's right when it comes to music. If you don't like it, you don't like it. Make sure you comment. I know a lot of you will. And subscribe to our channel, share our videos, and subscribe to our Facebook groups and my Twitter and our Twitters. It's all down below, but comment away. I'm John Beaudin. This is Rock History Music.